Is this the smartest player's distant iron Ping have ever made? This is the Ping i540, and this club has shocked me with the numbers, which we'll come to. It's also impressed me with its looks. If you're after an iron that looks great, packed with tech, still offers help with the Ping branding, the i540 iron is maybe the one for you. I'm going to take them on the course. We've got the numbers come in. There's a conclusion of who they might be for, as well as the price. This isn't just a distance iron, it's a high launching iron, a great descent angle iron, giving you precision, maybe with stopping power. Let's check out the Ping i540 irons. They look slender and beautiful, and if you're into irons packed with tech that look good, but in theory might deliver some help, wowzers. So the i540, I've got a 5 iron here next to no offset, 7 iron, maybe a fraction more, and the wedge a little bit next to nothing. The wedge is a pretty little shape as well. Like, these are the kind of shaped clubs that good players are going to look down at and think, well, yeah, that's just a player's iron. If you want a certain style of look, but you still want maybe some help, like, that looks fantastic. The 7 iron just looks sharp. What do they feel like then? I honestly don't know what this is going to feel like. Okay, so it's got a good old click off the face. It's not feeling particularly soft. It feels a bit softer maybe than their G range, but like, you can still feel a bit of a crack off the face, which again, for me, I don't mind that. But if you're looking for that, or you want that kind of forged feel and sound, you're maybe not going to find it in here as much. And like, the 5 iron looks like I still have to do some work. Like, there's not much of the club out the back, not much offset. It's a decent blade length, but I do feel like I'm going to have to do some work still with this, otherwise it might get a little bit flat. I'm looking forward to seeing what the numbers come out like. Like, looking at it, the numbers are surprising me, but we'll get to that bit. They look great. They sound decent. The sound for me doesn't quite match the looks. The looks come across much more of like a player iron, but the sound is more nearer that game improvement iron. And again, I'm not fussed with that. That wouldn't stop me going for this set if I wanted that look. I wonder what you think. Do you want this club kind of sounding more forwards? I don't know. Maybe let me know in the comments. So the i540s is a slight departure from that hollow body construction iron, instead opting for a multi-material metal wood architecture and design, which is very unique. So we get in-our air technology. This is the headline innovation from Ping. It's got an internal airbag strategically placed behind the face, unlike traditional foam fillers that can kind of dampen vibration. But there's also a flex face in the in-our air system, which Ping are saying gives you premium forge-like feeling and sound, but at the same time max velocity off that face. Now, you've seen the looks and feels. They can say that. This club didn't feel like that particularly for me. Doesn't mean I wasn't impressed, because the numbers blew me away, but yeah, that bit for me sounds good on paper. We got the Mirage Steel face, so a forged variable thickness Mirage Steel face. It's 9% thinner. They just keep getting thinner. I can't believe there's any face left to get thinner with these irons. Again, following that metal wood like kind of blending and transitioning. The top line is super sleek, which it definitely falls into that category. There's tungsten for optimizing through 4 to 7 irons, and then into lower irons they're optimizing that ball flight off the face to give you the best performing clubs no matter what loft you've got in your hand. It has I-beam structure support. This provides a structural bridge, they're saying, across the cavity, adding rigidity to that club, making sure all the energies are directed back into the ball. You're not losing it through vibration out of that club. And they feature a very narrow offset, which we certainly saw. So packed with a lot of tech in there. And all this design and innovation comes at quite a price. Woohoo! These are not cheap. Let me know what you think. Is your game worth this investment? Is this tech worth this investment? Woohoo, get on. They are not cheap irons. Now, irons like this will help you with mishits, but if you really want to improve that part of your game, make sure you get my free Golf Swing 101 class, linked in description down below. Absolutely free. It's going to help you with all the fundamentals to make sure you have less mishits. Back to the review. The on-course testing was really good fun. You look down at a very slender iron with very little offset, and every time I hit the iron I was blown away. Like, I was surprised at their performance. I was expecting more bullet low flights. It got up in the air. We're going to show you the data in a second. The distances were decent on the course. Could I feel like I could manipulate the ball, hit the shot I wanted, from chip shots through the full shots, through the kind of feathering shots? Yeah, they just felt so capable. They looked capable, so look super player-esque, which is going to appeal to some golfers. Certainly didn't look friendly, but then off the face they felt crazily friendly. And again, I didn't get that feel that they're saying that they've put into this iron. That doesn't bother me. If you are looking for that feel, I'd advise to go and test them. But on the course, these were a lot of fun to take out. I was shocked with their performance, impressed, and they allowed me to do everything I needed to do on the course. I just need to do a lot better things on the course. My game is not strong enough at the moment. So the Ping i540 numbers are impressive. Like, I'm impressed by them compared to the looks to what I get. So 18-degree launch, which is the top end of a launch for that club if I use my Golf Tech Optimizer SkyTrack software here. Like, it's launching high, which surprises me from that kind of club. And that then gives me a great descent angle of 48 degrees. Now the spin drops off 4.6. Take that to 5.6 outside, you get lower spin inside to outside. And it's still slightly lower in tolerance to do with the lofts and the way this club is built. That doesn't surprise me, but it's that descent angle. People get hooked up on spin a bit too much. That descent angle is what's going to stop my ball with some spin. That lower spin is what's giving me that amazing distance, 203 average carry with a 7-iron. Like, it's bombing. It's just out there. Max height of 36 yards, again, leading into that good descent angle, swinging at around 90 mile an hour with my 7-iron, which is not bad for me, not the healthiest. I feel like I have some level of precision with these. I can't just go straight at it because they do look more slender, but maybe that's me and I should give that up. The numbers are very impressive for that club. This one really surprised me for how well it's performed. So these clubs are for maybe the thinking player who wants the performance of a game improvement iron. They're for people who want a club to look a certain way, possibly sound a certain way, but I didn't find that. But they want the performance to really help them. Someone who maybe doesn't bring all the speed to the table they would like, but still want to compete at those high speed levels. Someone who wants Ping's quality and their trust in their product. Like, you're never going to fail when it comes to Ping. They're only producing clubs that you can trust and really take out there and play. I think they're a lot of money for someone who's going to commit to this game and want the best that's for them. And that's that combination of sounds, looks, and feels, as well as performance. What do you think? Is this an iron you could game? Let me know in the comments down below. I'd also love to know, what irons have you got in your golf bag right now? Let me know down below.